once you instill it, it's gonna be hard to take it from
Welcome
you.
back to
It's
the,
just
to the second part of picking up the pizza. We're having a conversation about misandrous versus misogynist. And one of the words that you hear all the time nowadays when it comes to men is we're always being pointed, the finger being pointed at us about us having misogynistic ways, about us being misogynist within ourselves. Somehow we're always putting women down, somehow, some way. But you never get an opportunity to hear about what the word misandrous means. Everybody knows what misogynist means. My grandsons even know what the word misogynist means. But when I say something to them about misandrous, they have no idea. And this is one of the battles that we're facing as African American males within our home as well as within our community when it comes to fairness with our partners or with the community, with other women of our culture, of our ethnicity. And it's a huge issue that's taking place, and we need to somehow bridge the gap to fairness as well as equality when it comes to black men, when it comes to men, period. Because again, the word misandrous stands for a person who dislikes or despises or is strongly prejudiced against men. Misogynist, a person who dislikes, despises, or is strongly prejudiced against women. But one of the things that I want to say this: if a girl wants a guy who is younger, it's a preference. I've noticed this. I've recognized it. In a heartbeat, you guys will laugh it off. If your girl comes home, let's say you're in your 40s, and you guys are having a get together. The women are having a get together, and they're like, "Bring your date, girl. Bring your date." And you know that this woman is possibly fresh out of a marriage, and she brings through a young brother. She's 44, but she brings through a young brother that's 26. What is she? Girl.
Yeah, you got you
girl,
one.
come here, let me talk to you.
I'm
a young man. Let me talk to you. They pull her to the side. They go in their room. I see you got you a young one. Are you robbing the cradle? It's viewed as a joke. It's optimistic joking, but it's optimistic joking versus, why are you with that little boy? Now, you reverse that role where the male shows up to a party around a bunch of women, and he's 40-something years old, and he shows up with a 25-year-old. He's talked down and talked about like a dog. He's wrong. He's a creep.
Yeah, he's definitely a creep.
Robbing the cradle. I give you this. Passport
So
bros.
What's your thoughts? Can I ask you a question?
Hold on. Passport bros. Passport bros. Right here, right now, women are having fits about us up and leaving and going out the country and finding different traditional women that are not caught up in the hashtag #MeToo movement, that are not exercising masculinity or feminism. Because the women that we're running into out the country, they're not caught up in the Western world's way of thinking. I'm a boss chick. I can do this, I can do that, and you can't. The women over in other countries, they're more targeted towards traditional ways of thinking. Because there's a lack of, yes, they have the access to social media, but it's not dwelling into their heads where they're like, hey, we should be able to do this. I bring this to the table, and you need to bring all of this. And all you're bringing to the table is sex. Because outside of sex, what do you have to offer me for you to not say, I can't set boundaries? This is the misandrous way of thinking versus the misogynist way of thinking. I can and you can't. And that's just in the dating pool. That's just in the dating pool. There are several other ways. What are we talking about?
So the young man, old woman, young woman theory, right? Is there a boundary between the two? As far as,
for us, there are boundaries for us,
yes,
but not boundaries for women. That's what I was just saying. Yes. That was the whole point of that conversation.
Yes.
They'll put boundaries on us. If we
your personal.
In general, no, across the board. Across the board. If a man comes with,
because I tend to like younger women at this point in my life.
You have a choice.
I tend to like, I was with my
He
ex.
has a choice, but it's being judged.
For sure.
It's
For
judged.
For sure.
Vice versa, then it's okay. This is what I'm talking about misandrous versus misogynist. Yes, he should have a choice just like the woman, and he should not be discriminated against, or no woman should look at him in any prejudice form. But yet they do judge us, and they judge us on several different levels where they can do it and we can't. If we commit the same so-called crime.
I told you on my way here. A friend of mine, like they said that. Oh no, you like young girls. You don't mess with older women. You don't want no. How you know what I like? You don't know what I be doing now. You don't know what I've been doing. You might.
Why do they say it? Why? What's the woman's theory? I don't mean to ask you a question, but it's rhetorical for real. The woman's theory when they say, "Why you dating a young girl?" What's the reason? Why they say, "Well, he dating a young girl because he want to be able to tell her what to do and how to do it." He don't want to date no older woman because she ain't going for that bullshit. No, we ain't fucking with you because you be raising hell. Yeah. Because you calling me out my name. Sure. Because you feel like you got too much experience to say that you won't allow me to lead and you follow. But if I am a good leader, if I am ambitious at this, why rob me of my job? Allow me to do that. So when it comes to a younger woman, she has less hurt in her, and you have a lot of pain in you that actually hasn't healed. So all the pain that you've been through, you're taking it out on me when you should just allow me to lead. But you're scared to let me lead because of the past issues that you've been through from your experience of your years that you've added up to. Versus the young chick, the young lady, she's brand new. She's vibrant. She's courageous. You know what I mean? She's willing to be. She doesn't mind to be led, if you will. Versus the older woman, you're stuck in your ways, baby. You're still talking about what your mama said you should do. You're still calling on your friends that are single, telling you what to do and how to do it. Don't you understand why the fuck they single? Why would you listen to their misandrous ways? The same way I shouldn't be listening to my homie's misogynist ways where he says, man, fuck her. Let's go get some other pussy. You're on your end, the boundaries that you're not setting. You're sitting back listening to your girl say, fuck him. He ain't talking about shit, girl. Don't let him tell you what to do and how to do it. I don't give a fuck if he paying all the bills. So now you're listening to misandrous women, and you're a woman that's in a relationship or a marriage, so now they're diluting your happiness, and you're not paying attention to that they're practicing misandry.
I just listen, because I could easily told them, you fuck with young niggas. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But I still play the don't know role. Like and these are realities. Like, and dealing with women, like, shit, I heard you say a man supposed to lead. Like, okay, if you allow me, it's going to happen. I done been in that. I was raised to be a provider and a protector. You know, but the flip side, it's some women out here that take care of us.
It is.
You know, listen to me when I say this. And it's a beautiful feeling.
Well, I'm prejudiced against that. I'm prejudiced against a woman taking care of a man. I don't feel like a man is supposed to sit back and allow
different ways of taking care of. No, hear me when I say this, boss. Not taking care of him fully, like she paying all the bills. He ain't got no problem. He's sitting on the couch playing a game. No, little things. Like a woman expect little things that we do or we might haven't done. Women out here doing them.
What does that look like?
It's a beautiful thing.
Example.
Just picture you see her. She got an outfit for you. Picture she call you and she send you like this. And this ain't no birthday. This ain't no nothing.
That's nurturing.
Picture when you taking her on a date and she paid for it. You wasn't expecting it.
Acts of service. The four love languages.
And she do it again.
Acts of service. It's a beautiful thing. Okay.
Picture when she leave you and ain't no expectations.
Huh? What?
Picture when y'all the date over or the morning is morning or whatever the situation was, and it ain't no expectations. It ain't no arguing calling.
That's not a misandrous.
I don't.
That's a woman that's respecting the man that she's with and honestly viewing things through the scope of equality.
Is that woman few and far between? The woman that he talking about, the woman that's gifting the man, the woman that's paying for dinners. that few and far between?
Listeners, is it? Is it few and far between where the woman is taking the lead and saying, because nowadays when you go on a date with a woman, she automatically expects you to pay for everything.
Sure.
And I wouldn't give a damn if the meal was $200-300. Sure. It's our first date. It's our first date. Why can't the woman go half on that? Ooh. You know what I mean? Ooh. Let's go half on that. Let's go half on it. Because first and foremost, you want to eat and I want to fuck. You want to eat and I want to fuck. Yes. On the first date, you want me to spend $100, $200, $300 on our first date. Sure. Well, then on our first date, I want some pussy too. Sure.
I don't be wanting to fuck out like.
I'm not saying you. I'm stating the misandrist versus the misogynist. Sure. You know what I mean? Because if I say I don't want to pay, I want to go to McDonald's or I want to cook at home.
What's wrong with that?
I want to cook. Hold on, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Women don't want to eat at home.
No, they want to go out.
They want you to take them out to spend $200-300. But if that's what you want, because we're going out together, and in the times that we're living in, where women are expecting you to do this, like you just said. What if you wake up and there are no expectations? That's not a misandrist. But if the woman is expecting you to do something and then you don't, and then she talk down on you, she just turned into a misandrist.
No, look it. Don't even want to be around.
Yeah. Cheap ass. Cheap ass homie.
Yeah, you'll fuck with
go back, talk to her friends about you, and the whole kid and caboodle. But all I'm stating is, why become a hater of men because I didn't treat you to a $200-300 plate, which is generalized across the board. Sure. So you asked me, is that how it is nowadays? Hell yeah. And it's like that through social medias. It's like that through your phone. It's like that through TV shows that you watch. The man is supposed to be the one that kicks down all the bread, has to meet all of these checks. Did he meet this? Did he meet that? Did he meet this? The hell did you meet? Sanders? It's cool if they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Fuck them. Hey.
And we fucked up. What are you doing, Miss Sanders? Let's get him to the word. Let's talk about it. We hear misogynists.
But you do know.
We hear misogynists all the time.
What you saying, this shit you saying, that's going to be hard to have them conversations with women.
No. We will invite them on. We're gonna do some more spawn, because right now we spawn getting ready for a championship fight. Because we know that you guys are coming. And the moment we allow you all in so we can have this championship fight will be the moment that we're going to start to take comments. But right now we're spawn. We need to spot with the audience right now. Sure. We need you all to hear what we're talking about. We're going to monologue with you for a while before we allow you all to dialogue back. Yeah. So remember your questions, because picking up the pieces is going to get big. Mm-hmm. The picking up the pieces symbol, we don't have it right now, but we're going to get the poster back in there. Mm-hmm. But it's power. It's strength. Mm-hmm. So these conversations that we're having are logical, and try not to bring your emotions, ladies. Mm-hmm. We want to have a logical conversation about these things, about these topics that we're having. Mm-hmm. Why is it that we're using the word misogynistic so much? Why is it that the man is the narcissist? Why is it that the male is always the gaslighter? Why is it that the woman is always the victim?
It takes two to tango, huh?
There's an action and then there's a reaction. For sure. Why is it that everyone always pays attention to the male's reaction versus the woman's quiet action?
I think communication, man.
It's the biggest key. Yep. Communication, understanding, and humility.
That's what made me just share with you, and I get you going to the audience. But in everyday life, no audience, that conversation, damn near impossible to have, brother. I know. Especially in my world. I apologize. In my world, them kind of conversation is impossible to have when you're dealing with logics. Yeah, it's easy to get emotions when like how you say you go, Well, let's picture if my hands in the air, you done. Now let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's break it down.
You get what I'm saying?
Don't run from the talk, because through the talk gonna come truth.
It leads back to the victimized and the narcissist. Well, why or what took it to get here? Yeah. Let's keep in mind, we're three divorced men, right?
Yes, right now, yes, statistically speaking.
Yes, sir.
And every viewer, every woman that's watching right now, gonna say what they gonna say if we're three divorced men.
It was our fault.
It was our fucking fault.
For sure. It was my fault.
It was.
Well, I used to get a whooping for saying fault. I don't believe in fault, never, and can't. That shit don't exist.
Hey,
but
fault goes both ways. Both spectrums.
I do know it's a why, and I do know through communication. Through communication, we can get to the logic part of it. Fuck the emotional part.
Take that emotion out.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're not kids no more.
Emotions
now,
get you killed.
With that being said, not getting away from the audience, but them conversations become damn near impossible to have.
Nobody wants to hear each other out.
You know why? Because from the conversation comes boundaries. And a boundary, as it says here, if a girl sets a boundary, it's empowering. And let me take away the girl. I'm sorry. If a lady sets a boundary, it's empowering. But if a guy sets a boundary, it's controlling. Yeah. The last argument that I got into it with my ex, we just came back from the Dominican Republic, man. And I had already reminded her, like, hey, be careful. Whenever we come back off these big trips and we loving on each other and we're into each other, just you and I, we come back and the devil gets busy on us and we get into an argument, right? I warned her time and time again, pay attention, calm down, be careful. We just had a ball. You and I are not going to get into it. Whether or not it's about the children, whether or not it's about some type of outside influence, don't let the devil mess up this $4,000 trip that we just had. You know what I mean? No sooner as we got back, something happened about the children. Sure. And I tried to set a boundary like, whoa, stop. I see your face. I see your nose is up. Your eyes are popped. You ready to go. Stop. Let me lead on this because you ain't ready to lead here. If you lead, we're going to go down the street of potholes and it's going to tear our car up. But if you let me lead this time, because I can see clearly right now, I see where this is going because I'm having the knowledge as well as the understanding and the discernment.
That's a good one.
The discernment to say, let me mature up past this. I'm half 100. And guess what she wouldn't do? She wouldn't come down. She would not come down. I'm like, stop. Let's calm down and come back and talk. She didn't want to do that. So from that, I guess she would say he wanted to control the situation. I just wanted to control it because I didn't want to tear up the car. And I knew it was two streets. It was North and it was South Street. It was North Avenue and it was South Avenue. Let's go. No, I'm sorry. It was South Avenue, which takes you down. North Avenue takes you up. I want to go on North Avenue this time. She couldn't hear me. And so she pursued me, chased me through the community, acting like she was going to run me over. It was crazy. And I'm like, I had already told her that I wasn't going to be able to keep up this pace. But the moment I tried to set a boundary to say, let's learn how to communicate. When you say it was my fault we got a divorce. For sure. But no, it was my fault that, nah, man, I can't say that, man. Because the first 15 years, I want to say I'm ignorant to relationships. I know nothing about relationships. You knew about relationships. You've been here. I knew nothing. Because during my whole high school of relationship, I was in the penitentiary, right? Before that, it was my baby mama. I was a child. I was a teenager with a lot of money. So that didn't even really count. So when I come into this new person, she's actually coming with baggage. She's coming with experience. She's coming with a heart of misandrous from her previous relationship. And misandrous deals with not liking men and prejudice against men. She didn't like that person, and I inevitably ended up catching a bunt of that. For sure. So that came with us into the relationship, right? And now here it is, you have someone that's coming, that's hurt. That person she will never say, I wasn't hurt, I was all right. You was fresh out of another marriage. Sure. And here I come. You fresh out of divorce, here I come. No, I was supposed to let you chill so you can pick up them pieces. I was supposed to let you chill so you can pick up them pieces. So you can see what healing is about. So I say to you, you like Torrance, you gonna find somebody else. I'm like, nah, hell no. I learned from my marriage with my ex-wife that you don't go straight into a relationship because you still hurt. You need to heal. Or you gonna come into a relationship behaving as a misogynist. I'm right now, I'm prejudiced against women. I am because of my experience with my ex. The cussing, the clocking, where I end up adapting to the cussing. she brought my vibration down. Because I don't even like to say the word bitch to men or women. I started to say the word bitch. But when we first hooked up, she called me a bitch. I didn't see what's called the red flag. Red flag. Call me out my name.
How can we go blind to certain
Damn. But I wanted it so bad because I was lonely, I ignored it. I ignored it the first time the hands were put on me. You know what I mean? I ignored it. I'm a gangster. I'm Taurus. Oh, I can take that. And plus, I come from abuse. My mother abused me. So it's easy for a woman to put their hands on me. My baby mama started to put her hands on me. And then I began to put my hands back on her, though. I was young and dumb. But in this new thing, that's not supposed to be taking place. So when you say, Torrance, why haven't you found someone? Because I'm upset. I'm hurt from my previous situation. I don't want to take my unhealed hurt into a new relationship because I'm coming in as a misogynist. Just as my ex came in as a misandrist, she just didn't know it. And took that pain out on me through cussing and through physical violence. And inevitably, I adapted to it.
On that?
Huh?
What do you do to work on that?
There are several things that you can do. But your partner has to be in alignment with you to say.
I ain't talking about with a partner yet. Like on you
on
what
me,
do you do to work with your hurt and on a daily basis?
Just like an open wound. What if I got cut right now, right? If I got cut right now, that cut ain't gonna heal overnight.
Sure.
That has to be treated. That has to be treated with medication.
Sure.
That has to be treated with tender love and care.
Sure.
That has to be healed. So when it heals back, it's as if it was never there. Now I let you in. Now I let you in because now you won't feel my pain. And plus, I'm older. I know what marriage looks like now. I don't need to be married 2 or 3 times to figure that out. I needed to go to the penitentiary once to not go back. I don't need to be married twice to figure out how marriage is supposed to go. I understand what marriage consists of now. Communication, humility, honesty, loyalty, and we rolling. But the biggest part is communication. The biggest part is high vibration. High vibration at all times. And let no one come between what we have built together. You know what I mean? And that means no child, your children, your family, and definitely not your fucking friends. I am number one on your plate and you are number one on mine. And I just learned within the last several years that once you get married, you are as one, not two. But when it comes to misandry and misogynistic ways, it's gonna be hard because in the back of our minds or our hearts, we don't even like our genders. We don't even like our genders from past pain from other genders, from another male or another woman. So it's deep. It's deep. It's deep. It's inequality at its highest. And right now, everybody is being looked at. The alpha masculine male is almost extinct.
Oh, he's been wiped away.
He's not. We're here. Well, I'm here.
Well,
I'm the alpha masculine man.
But
we're a small minority
it's
because we're being buck broken.
Yeah.
We're being buck broken. Hey, you need to do it how I want you to do it. LGBT community is getting all their rights. Transgenders about to have their own gender. It's about to be he, she, they. They got their rights. And then your hashtag Me Too movement. And then comes the masculine alpha male. We're supposed to be leading the pack.
For sure.
We built this fucking country. We built the country. We did all the hard work. But yet now, we're being told, hey, it's okay for you to be in touch with your feministic side. It's okay for you to be a beta versus an alpha. Well, damn. Who's going to fight the war if they come across the line? Because it's going to be a whole bunch of alpha motherfuckers with machine guns come across that line. You women going to be able to hold that shit up? All I'm stating is we're living in different times where anything that happens with an alpha masculine male is being minimized. And if it happened with a woman, it's being maximized. You know what I mean? Word up.
I don't really trip on that, and I understand just what you said because I'm an alpha. But being an alpha, I'm okay with letting people be people. Like I really am.
Because you're an alpha, though. because you're alpha. You take your alpha away, you take away your masculinity and your alpha, you're wide open to buck breaking.
No, I said that like how I was listening to you, like you ain't okay with it, like you don't like that shit. Like we supposed to lead the pack. In reality, I hear where you going, like where we come from. Mm-hmm. I can see that, but I know how to adjust to today's time.
What do you mean when you say adjust? Like
with the shit that's going on right now, I know how to sit back and just
let an alpha woman take the lead, but really you're the leader. Is that what you're saying?
Like I'm just talking to people general, because me personally, I ain't really I'm not broken or wounded. But I'm just, I don't like how we was talking earlier with the peace part, from my kids to my business. Like I wake up whether I'm talking to, just trying to just keep busy. And the days that I don't be busy, I still don't sleep. You know what I'm saying? I might get my 4 or 5 hours, no more than 6. But I'm not really putting a woman in that situation with what you were saying as far as the healing and this and that. I'm more like, in life, people have their right to live and what they want to do. I don't want to be that. You remember earlier, I don't know if I'm taking away from what we saying when it was like, if we stand on what we stand on, I'm too controlling. Well, how about I just do this? I give.
You sit back. Right.
And
Hold on, I did that. I did what's called 70-30. I said 70 of what you want and 30 of what I want. I did that.
You got to keep in mind with you, at least you seeing it for what it's worth, because you said Georgia came out of something, straight into something, seen something. Mm-hmm. And y'all was together for years, so you dealt with a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. Regardless of what.
She dealt with a lot of my shit.
No, here where I'm going with this. Because I heard that.
Okay.
Like, I heard you was like, yes, I heard that. But what I'm saying, in reality, when dealing with people, it's okay to communicate and try to understand. Because in my past relationship, yes, I done sat back and just dealt because people have their own visions, their own things they go through, whatever it is. You got to try to learn it. If they going to share it, let them share it. If they don't, you got to try to understand it. Mm-hmm. Especially if you're trying to become attached and make it one. You get what I'm saying? And this bring me back to we're not kids no more, so it's cool to understand certain things. Like without communication, it ain't going to work. It just ain't going to fucking work.
But even in communication, where does it, the fairness aspect of it? Like, that's what you can't be able to do things to me that you don't expect me to do to you.
Me personally, I killed the can't part. Because by being raised, I didn't, we weren't allowed to believe in can't, never, and don't, shit like that. No, let's talk about it. Let's put it on the table. Let's make it clear to each other. Now, I'm telling you from my experience. You said it from your experience. We ain't gave Twan a chance to talk. These conversations are hard to have with women, especially when you trying to or whether you're in a relationship or you're trying to connect, because she might stand on what she stand on.
And that's part of the problem. They're standing on something that has been created, a platform for them that's been created that says we don't have to listen to them anymore. And that's not the natural order of life itself.
Or we might be standing on what we standing on.
Through natural selection, men or women are different. Men are built to be leaders. And women are going to be the backbone to make sure that we stand up firm. These are the conversations.
Ooh, I'm glad you
these
said
are the conversations that we're having today when it comes to picking up the pieces. Misogynist versus misandrous, and the difference and the inequality of the two.
What do you say to that woman that don't have the money but got that backbone for you?
We're about to take a look at that. We have to take one more break. Again, this is Torrance Jones. This is Jeffrey Powell. This is my man Antoine. This is Picking Up the Pieces. This is episode 2, where we're speaking about misandrous, women that dislike and are prejudiced against men versus misogynists or strongly prejudiced against women.
Let's pay our dues, Bill.
Like and subscribe. Make sure that you like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe, and share.
Word.